Hey folks, well it's July, it's hot. It's hot. We are getting some rain, but there are some things you could be doing in July. We're going to talk about that today. But you know what? It's okay sometimes if you take off a little bit, take a little break. Welcome to the Row by Row Gardening Show, the best dadgum gardening show on the internet, where we talk about gardening, a little bit of cooking, and growing your own food. Now sit back and enjoy. We have been extremely dry and then we turned off extremely wet. We got a week, we had it last week, it didn't rain most of the week and it started back. We've had plenty of rain this week, flooded last night. So we've been blessed. A lot of our friends up north, Alabama,
North Carolina.
Talked to Jason over at Cog Hill. He said they got a couple of inches, but they were still struggling. We know our friends up in North Carolina, they're still struggling on dry weather, so we've been blessed. But for you guys that need it, we're thinking about you. Maybe you'll get some soon.
Maybe this hurricane will bring some rain.
It brought some wind in. I talked to a guy yesterday in Louisiana. He said it brought a little wind in, but they didn't get a lot of rain. He said it's really dry over there in Louisiana as well. So it's just summertime. I mean, this heat is baking everything out. It's July. You know, the weird thing is, we're in the deep south. We're an hour above the Florida line, so our garden is fried at this point. It's pretty much over with. I mean, you got some still
Mine's still pretty.
You was a little bit later than me, and you got a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
But my main garden is out in Big Oak.
That little bit of shade just makes such a difference.
It does this time of year, and it'll hurt you in fall and spring a little bit, but my tomatoes and everything's gone. I've got sweet potatoes growing. I've got some burnt hatch gourds growing that's doing well. I've got roselle growing. So we still got some things to do there, but our spring crops for the most part's gone. Peppers are still loaded, but they're winding down, don't you think? You don't think so?
Usually, I mean, if I keep them cared for, I'll have peppers till the first frost.
Yep.
Unless I just get tired of them.
These are Gold Rush, which is my favorite sweet banana pepper right here. Look at them things right there, absolutely wonderful. We love to stuff these things. And look at the Halcinator orange and the Halcinator yellow that we
Those
had
are
this
just
year.
so pretty.
Yep. So those make really good. If you don't know this, your regular green peppers, the majority of them turn red when they mature out. So you have to have a special type pepper if you want a different color, and that's the reason we've got our yellow and our orange. And we love our peppers. Peppers are coming in. We need to stuff some more of them.
Yeah. I've been busy harvesting this week.
Yep.
We're getting ready to go out of town, so instead of having somebody tend to my garden next week, I just went ahead. I've canned green beans. I've freeze-dried green beans. Another batch of fermented pickles. Also got some cucumbers in the freeze dryer. It's going right now.
Wow.
You didn't hear it last night?
I did not hear it.
Huh, how about that? I canned some tomato juice. Said the green beans. Been busy.
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's that time of the year when most of us have some type of trip, vacation, or something to go on, and we kind of wind down a little bit because we don't leave that burden on somebody else tending to our garden, or we don't want to get back and it be a mess. I know I got my greenhouse cleaned up. Nothing. This is pretty much the only time of the year that I have nothing growing in my greenhouse. But I have nothing growing in it right now. And when I get back from our little trip that we're going on, I will start some things. But it's okay to take a break in the summertime from gardening sometime. We're fixing to have our little break that we go on, and we're going up to Ohio to see the grandbabies, and we're going to Cultivate Show, which is in Columbus, Ohio, Sunday, which is a large horticulture show that I need to attend. See a lot of our vendors there.
Yeah, look for new products.
New products there. We pick up new products there, but it's a wonderful show that we didn't go to last year, but we don't normally go to every year.
Speaking of new products, if there's anything that we don't carry that you think might be a good fit for us, put it in the comments, and we'll see if we can keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I've got several meetings up there looking at some things Sunday, so we're excited about that. We're leaving there Sunday, driving back down to Athens, Georgia, and I have a speaking engagement there at the UGA Tuesday, speaking to the ag teachers in the state of Georgia, so we're looking forward to that. And then we'll mosey on back, get back down here. So we got a busy week, as well as you do this time of year too when you're taking off going. Don't feel guilty about just leaving out going. Are there some things you can do to prepare yourself to get ready to go out of town? Yes. But we all know it's hard to it's hard to ask neighbors or family and friends to come water your garden and tend to things. And the reality is people just don't tend to your garden like you want to.
Yeah.
A prime example of that is last week, one of the ladies here in the office wanted to know if she could get some stuff out of the garden. I said, heck yeah, help yourself. I said, the okra needs cutting. She said, okay, send me back a smiley face. Well, I waited a few hours and I went over. I said, did you cut the okra? She said, yeah, I got what I wanted. I said, no, did you cut the okra? She said, yeah, I went through and got what I wanted. I said, that ain't the way you cut okra. You don't go in there and get just what you want. You cut it all. You go in there and cut it all, and you give away what you don't want, but you just don't go in there and cherry pick what you want. So I had to explain to her, when you pick peas and when you cut okra and when you pick squash, you pick it all. And then you make a decision what you're going to do with that to get picked. Some of this younger generation don't really understand that. They just want to cherry pick, go out there and pick them a mess and leave the rest of it. So I give her a good chastising or a good educational talk there.
Do you think it worked?
I think she got the message when I got through, but
From now on, she
For
might
now,
just say,
she-
will you go pick me some okra?
right. Anyway, so it's hard to depend on people to do that, but anyway, that's where it's at. So don't feel guilty. All right, so if you're getting ready to go out of town, this is some things you can do. Of course, we know we love our tarps because we can put beds to sleep there. But what I've done is I've cleaned up all my greenhouse. I went out there and I've got everything on the downturn now. So I spent about 3 hours out there the day before yesterday getting everything ready because I know I'm going to be gone. What little bit I've got to keep going, I'm going to keep going and have somebody water, but I really made some hard decisions on to exterminate some things. Got some okra going. Pretty okra, but I know more likely it's not going to make it through a good 5 to 7 days of me being gone. So I'm probably just going to let that go and I plant me some more when I get back. So some hard decisions to be made there. We were still scavenging some tomatoes. I took them out.
You done took them out?
Took them out. Yep.
Ah,
Yep, took them out. So I knew there was going to be, it was a matter of point. I had to get them out of there.
I wanted to get some green ones
Nope,
off of
nope,
them.
they gone.
Well, I've got a few down at the house.
Yep, so mine was gone. They was on the way down. It was time to take them out anyway. So and I had some flowers that I've already seeded out, took them out. So I got everything down to so it can be as manageable as possible while we're going to be gone. And there's no more watering that has to be done than I'm just trying not to cause any excess work on anybody that's going to have to come in here and help me with my garden. It's always tough. It's like asking somebody to keep your dog. You just ask,
Yeah,
you
I
hate to
know.
ask somebody to do that.
Have you called about the dog?
I'm not called about the dog. We got to get Maggie into her hotel. All right, folks, blade of the week. This is one here I actually found on Amazon. I think I might have found it on YouTube here. This is a brand of axe made in Germany. And most of your good axes are either made in Germany or Switzerland. This particular one is a German-made brand called Adler, A-D-L-E-R. And I'm almost positive you can get these on Amazon. But anyway, it's got a nice leather sheath there. And it's a good high carbon, if I can get that off from there.
Have you ever used it?
No, I can't make myself use it. It's so pretty. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. But what I like about it is they painted the bottom here, and this has kind of got like a sandpaper texture to it right there. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's a nice axe. It's not the most expensive axe I've ever bought, but it's a great quality axe at a good price point, I think. By no means is it a cheap axe. I love these little leather sheaths for them. Now, when they're new, they can be a little hard to snap in, but they get a little wear on, they get better. But the brand, folks, is called Adler, A-D-L-E-R. Whoa. And you can find them out there, made in Germany.
Cool.
So there you have it. I'm running through most of my stuff. I still got a few things to show everybody, but I'm running through a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Yep.
What are we planning for 2025? Do you have anything set in stone yet?
We have some big things we're working on for 2025.
Yeah, and I know y'all think, gosh, it's July, but we have to plan
Almost a year in
a
advance.
year in advance for items that you're going to see not till next spring.
Yeah, we've been working. Although our business is orders is not like they were, of course, back in the springtime. Our busy season's kind of tailing off a little bit. People that work back there in the office, including me and all of us, we've been extremely busy, probably busier than we are any other time of the year. So we're busy when everybody else in the warehouse is not. But we're busy planning out for next year, and we got some exciting things. I mean, some really exciting things coming for next year. I'm not ready to announce it yet. We got some big things coming. That's
You
cool.
can't give any hints?
Nope. Nope, got some big things coming.
Coming up in September, we have Petals from the Past. YouTubers Meet and Greet is September 14th in Jemison, Alabama from 9 to 3. It's a free event. They do ask that you register just so they are prepared for how many might be coming, parking wise, vendor wise. We'll throw up a little shot here of the flyer for the event. But if you're around or if you can make plans, it's a great event.
Jefferson, Alabama is between Birmingham and Montgomery. It's in a good location there. It's worth the trip just to visit Petals of the Past Garden Center where it's going to be held at. Wonderful event. Great people that own that right there. And I guarantee you'll have a big time. Big crowd shows up.
Yeah. They've got even more people this year. Arts and crafts. They've got classes. They've got classes for kids. Educational demos, all kind of good stuff.
Yep.
I look forward to it.
Yep. All right. So moving on from that, we talked about July garden task, what to do there, getting everything situated. We're getting rain, but you still need, when you're watering, if you water especially, and you're thankful for drip irrigation at this point, do those deep waters on these hot days. You want to water I like to water about every 3 days instead of every day. So I give those roots a really deep water so those roots to get down there so you have a really shallow root system there.
I have to water every other day in my raised beds.
Raised beds. I've been watering some of my stuff in raised beds every day. But if you're doing overhead irrigation, make sure you do it in the morning time or late afternoon. Don't do it during the hot part of the day because you're going to lose some of that evaporation. Ideally, if you're going to do overhead irrigation, you want to do it before 9 o'clock in the morning or after about 9 o'clock at night. You don't want to extend that dew period on your plants because that's where we get a lot of our disease
I like to water early so the plant has that moisture during these hot days.
Yep, so they don't wilt and stress quite so bad. So what have you got going on?
In the garden
No.
or here? Oh, so a couple of weeks ago, I told you about this new little gadget I got, and I've been really big into the herbal supplements, and this came up on the book.
The Facebook made you buy it, didn't it?
The book, and it's where you can make your own herbal supplements.
Now, the name of the website is called Herb Affair.
Herb Affair. And I've looked at several of these, and actually I saw Kaylee with the Honeystead use this, so I felt sure that it was, a decent item. So this is the capsule maker, and you can buy their capsules, and they have them different sizes. This is the 00, and you get them separate. You get the caps, which is the bottom part, and the bodies, which is the big part.
Now, I'm assuming these things are biodegradable.
Yes, they are. And there's 2 different kinds you can get. You can get the the gelatin, or it's a vegan kind. I don't know if you can see this.
Use that camera right there.
Let's see, you've got a top and a bottom. And this makes 100 capsules at the time. And I'll show you at the end how to load the capsules. But you just put them in here and shake them.
So you've already got that one loaded. Now you barely can see that.
You barely can see it. But there's 100 caps in there. And then this is the bodies.
You got that one loaded too. So you got the caps here and the body. So, I got you. So you flip it over.
Yeah.
I'm learning as well as you guys. Okay.
Yeah. So to get your capsules in here, you put this little holder on here, pour them in, and you shake it, and they fall into place.
Kind of like a board game.
Kind of like a board game, and there's an art to it. A little bit of a learning curve, but you can do it. So then you want to fill your capsules. Now, they send you an ebook with this that tells you exactly, you need a little scale because you want to weigh everything out, and it tells you how many milligrams would be in this X amount of weight.
So what you're making here is supplements.
Yeah, supplements. And why do you want to make your own supplements? Well, if you ever look at those you buy, they have fillers, they have binders, and they have random ingredients.
Another thing too is most of your turmeric, just about all your store-bought ground turmeric comes from overseas, whether it be China, India, wherever, and they've been known to be having a lot of heavy metals in there. So the fact of the matter is, knowing what goes into your supplements here can be a huge thing. I mean, you think about it, you're taking control of exactly all of your supplements here because you grew them, you dehydrate them, you know exactly where they come from.
Now, if you can't grow them, they are good sources.
You can't grow them?
Grow them. They are good sources out there, and this company actually offers the supplements, the organic supplements, no fillers. You can actually buy that to go along with this kit. I grew my own turmeric and ginger and beets, and I've got this moringa, M-O-R-I-N-G-A. Moringa, from Tracy at Juice Ticket Farms that gave me. So my mother is having a few issues, and she's got some compression fractures, and so I wanted to do a blend for her to help her get over this little injury. And that's a lot of times problems when you're looking at supplements. Well, you need this, and you need this, and you need this, and then you've got a handful of vitamins that you're going to take every day. So this one right here, I did beets, turmeric, ginger, and moringa. Okay.
Now, did you grow all that?
Except the moringa, but
You
Tracy.
grew all that, moringa. You got that from Tracy. Now, this has all been dehydrated.
Right. It's
Or freeze-dried.
freeze-dried, but you can do it dehydrated too.
You got to get all the moisture out there. Now, you may be thinking, is there enough juice here for the squeeze? But they are, if you think about the cost savings of it, and you think about the quality of what you get. Because the reality is, when you go to the health store, wherever, the big box store, and you're buying your supplements, that's not regulated very well. Now, we want to think it is.
No, it's
Most of
not
our
regulated.
medicines are regulated, but supplements are not regulated very well, so you don't really know what you're taking. But when you do it yourself, you know exactly what you're putting in there, plus you're saving money. The saving money thing to me wouldn't be as near as big an issue as know exactly what's in there.
Yeah, and not having to take as many by doing your own blends. So I know I've calculated how much is of each is in there, how many milligrams. And I know to fill these capsules, I need a half cup. And I just, after I freeze-dried it, I put it in my food processor and just blended it into a fine powder. You could even run it through a sieve and get it even finer. I've not had an issue with
Now,
that.
this is extremely gratifying to watch. I want you to watch this right here. I watch this on Facebook because I'm getting the ads too now.
You get ads?
Yeah. And it's just to watch this right here is just cool. Listen, you just rake it around till you fill them up.
Like I say, I know that I need a half a cup to get my dosage that I've already calculated out by weighing all my...
Now, while you're doing that, let's talk about beets. A lot of people don't like beets, the taste of beets. Personally, I love beets. You got to have them cooked right, but I like beets. But they sort of do have an earthy flavor to them. But beets have a lot of health benefits to them. So if you wanted the health benefits of the beets, which can include, I'm going to read here, blood flow, a healthy immune system, muscle function, blood circulation, blood pressure, all those kind of things, beets are known to help with that. So you can grow your beets, dehydrate them, freeze dry them, get that moisture out of them, and get them powdered up and put them in a capsule so that you could take and get your nutrients that way.
And then it comes with a little tamper, so when you know exactly how much you need,
You tamper it and then you add some more.
you just keep tampering it. No, you add your amount to begin with.
Then you tamper, then you add more, right? Or you just push it back down in there. Okay, I got you.
No,
You just fill it back in.
not back in. And some things like beets, which now this is a blend, but if you were doing just beets, your capsule would not be completely full because beets, the
Expand.
texture of it, they pack down real well.
Huh.
So you don't want to just
So you could get an overload of beet if you packed it.
right. Like I don't know that it will hurt you, but it's important to
To follow the instructions.
follow the instructions and weigh everything out so you know exactly what you've got.
Have you got moringa growing?
No, I've got some seed that I need to plant.
So moringas give vitamin C source, calcium, iron. It helps the body to heal, build muscle, and loaded with antioxidants, which most of these herbs are. Now turmeric we know has all kind of health benefits, but the weird thing about turmeric is, for me, is you got to add black pepper in there for the absorption of it to your body.
And when I was reading on this, pretty much black pepper helps the absorption of any herb.
Really?
Yeah, and you want to put a fourth a teaspoon to a half a cup of herbs.
Now I don't really care for the taste of turmeric myself. A lot of people use it in Indian dishes and things like that, but using it as a capsule, I don't have to worry about the taste of it quite so much.
All right, so I've got them filled.
And this doesn't have to be perfect, so everybody don't have to feel like they get
No.
everything perfect.
So this is my caps. You just simply turn it over, line it up, and this is the magic. You hear that?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And there it is.
Pull one out and show everybody. That is cool. Oh, you just dump them out. Look at there.
So that's 100 capsules, just that quick. Now let me show you how you could load the capsules now that I got it empty. Ideally, you'd want to count out 100, because there's 100, so you know.
I just swallowed one.
But simply to fill, you just put them in there.
I feel better already.
And jostle it around, and they'll pop in. I'm not going to do all of them.
Something me, you got a mess there.
Yeah, you can easily have a mess. Like I said, there's an art to it, and it took me about a half a day to perfect it. But yesterday I spent
I know, you've got, I go in the house and she's in there doing peels up all the time. That's all she does is she got a little craft room and she's in there. I know it's a little bit addicting once you get started in it.
It is, and like I say, so I did enough. Anything that you freeze dry, they say if you store it correctly, it'll for 35 years. So these should last stored for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'd want to do a year's
I don't
worth.
think so either. And it talks about the cost saving in there. There is some cost saving in there. So if you're looking at it from strictly a cost point, you can justify some of the stuff you have to buy. The name of the business is Herb Affair. Let's show that bag there again. Maybe the
and I'll put there's Herb Affair. Like I say, they sell the supplements that you can buy, the capsules, the little kit, and do your own if you don't grow. You could try it out and then start growing your own next year.
Yep. So it gives you something to do on these hot days. You can still be productive. And we can do it inside. So another thing, and I was going to bring some, but I'm into microgreens. I got microgreens growing. I got buckwheat I'm going to harvest today. We've been eating salads. I ate a tomato sandwich last night with microgreens instead of lettuce on there. So microgreens, you can get your herbs up, get them capsuled
I
up.
found that cantaloupe and those buckwheat makes the best salad.
Really? Fresh cantaloupe.
Fresh cantaloupe, buckwheat. No salad dressing, nothing.
And you're eating healthy.
And healthy.
All right, folks, garden of the week is...
Where's my notes?
Look at these peppers right there.
Is Kathy Mitchell, Zone 9, Louisiana. And she said this is from All Hoss Seeds.
Yep. Look at her tomatoes, man. She made a heck of a tomato crop there, didn't she?
She did.
I think I spot some halcinators in there. And look here, she wanted to show a picture of this big one right here, 1.37 pounds. Now we've seen some halcinators come in at over 1.5 pounds so far. But this is a big tomato right
Yeah,
here.
don't forget we're doing the halcinator contest. So you need to send us a picture of your halcinator on the scale.
All right, folks, so on the set here somewhere is the old goat. If you find the old goat, put in the comments below where you found him at. Next week, we'll do a drawing for this week's winner. Last week's winner is Ray Thompson. Ray, send us your shipping information to,
Support@growhalls.com.
and I've actually got them on right now. I got a pair of them on, of the Get Dirty socks right there. So Ray, you'll be sporting around town. Everybody will be gawking and making comments about your socks. If you got some shorts on where they can see them.
And the giveaway we did last week,
Oh yeah.
the sisters, did I put a sister out here? Yeah, right there at the end.
Yeah, we had a lot of people. I put the socks on. A lot of people won the, we gave away a few of these right here. We're going to put up,
7, and we're gonna throw up on the screen. Everybody, I did the random generator from all the comments, and there's 7 there.
do you need their shipping information?
Need the shipping
So if you
information.
see your account up there on the screen right here, send us your shipping information.
John Craig, user We2Vo something. Southern Latitudes, Melissa Visconti, Anita Baldwin, Macon Bacon, and Webb Hubsmith.
Yep, got some YouTube handles going on there. All right, folks, we're going to be out for a few days. We hope you you manage this heat, manage your garden in there. I know some of you guys up north are just coming in with your garden. Our friends Andy and Megan up there, their garden is just coming in Upper North Carolina. So some of you guys are in the middle of your harvest period, and some of you are like us, kind of winding down a little bit. The fact of the matter is, we all go on vacation, have trips during the summertime, so we have to prepare for that. And I hope you all have a good summer, have a good vacation. We plan on having a good
Yeah,
vacation.
and next week we're actually, our Rub Our Roast show will be live, so you can actually interact and ask questions next
Thursday night.
Thursday
All right?
week.
Thursday week. See y'all. Be careful. Stay safe, and don't get too hot out there. And we'll see you later.